What's going on, everybody? My name is Danny Ferrari.
My name is Parker Ament.
We are Excellent Sound, and we are back with an awesome video for you guys today. Today, we're going to be talking about what your production is missing, okay?
I don't hear it.
What it's missing is just a little bit of secret sauce, a little bit of ear candy.
Ear candy, dude.
Atmosphere.
The atmospheres, dude.
The atmosphere, dude.
I like it like this, dude.
You like it like that?
I like atmosphere like this.
I like this. We got to mention that our brand new pack is out, Mid Temps Volume 2, the early access you guys can still get right now, right? If you go and click the link down in the description, we'll send you a private link for you to be able to get Mid Temps Volume 2 early before it's out, plus all the extra bonuses. And we're talking like 225 serum presets total.
It's insane, dude.
Plus an extra 500 samples from all the different remakes that we've done for the last couple weeks.
Signature samples folder, too.
Signature samples, yes.
We brought that back.
Absolutely, yes, we did. That was an old school one.
Yeah, dude, it
Shout
feels
out old
good,
school,
man.
dude. You're
Shout
OG.
out. Yeah, dude.
You're there from the
You're
beginning.
OG, too.
Yeah, we're OGs, dude.
Yeah, you're OG.
Are you OG?
Yeah, you are.
Comment down below, let us know. Also, too, top comment will win Mid Temps Volume 2 down below. So if your comment gets the most likes, you will win Mid Temps Volume 2. We're doing that again. So
Yeah, we already gave away 3 packs on our Instagram. So
Yeah.
if you're not on there, dude, what are you doing?
You're not following us there. But if you guys are new here, please subscribe. Definitely trying to get the subs up, likes, comments, all that bullshit. We need that shit. We really appreciate you guys. Okay, so some of the things that we're going to be talking about today, ambient fillers. Now, these are just little sounds that you can put in the background of your parts, whether it be like a melody or a break or anything like that, sometimes even in a drop. And these add a different characteristic and a different layer to your production. A lot of people just kind of do their producing and maybe they have some effects, but these effects like really can step it up. And I'll show you what I mean. Ambient fillers are kind of stuff like this. We're gonna use a loop from Mid Temps Volume 2. We got tons of really cool melody loops and ARP loops in here. Let's try to find a good one. Oh shit.
Oh, I like that, dude.
Are you on cocaine?
One of my favorites. I am now.
I'm definitely on cocaine.
I am now, dude.
I'm in a cop car. I stole it. I stole the cop car. Parker's with me.
High as fuck.
Doing coke right off the dashboard.
Woo!
Okay, we're not using that.
Fuck gravity.
This is what I'm talking about.
Ooh, I like this one too.
Okay,
I like
this is
one
good.
a lot.
It's got good melody. Okay, so let's pretend that this is your awesome melody loop. Obviously, this one comes in Mid Temps Volume 2, and it's royalty free. Okay, it sounds pretty cool by itself. Bring that bass in, okay? Now, a big thing that people don't do is they don't have transitions in their actual sounds. We're gonna go over a little bit of effects. We're gonna show you guys how to make your own ambient fillers like we showed you, and show you how to actually make some of your own atmospheres, some really cool tricks that we have. A lot of nugs in this video, so.
There's a lot of secret sauce, dude.
A lot of secret sauce. We were already on coke. Now we're gonna be on fucking nugs of Nodge. So hopefully you guys are packed up. Get your little bowls packed up. Get ready to fucking get stony on knowledge, all right? We're gonna start with some ambient fillers. So let me just kind of show you how you can use something like this real quick. Let's just go ahead and pull in an ambient filler. This is like a quick way. You can take a downlifter or a sound that's kind of high, screechy, and timbre. Let's go pull that like that and put it like right here. Okay, so now I got like a little part right here. So what I'll do with something like this is sometimes I'll take it and I'll find the end point, which is like right around here. I'm gonna cut that, and I'm gonna start the song with this. And then what I'll do too is I'll put a shit ton of reverb on here, right? I'm gonna go ahead and put in a ton of decay time. I'm gonna cut my lows and a little bit of my highs and a ton of dry wet. And then right here, I'm gonna change the note, right? And the way I like to do it is sometimes you can warp it. I like to actually use not using warp unless I have to.
It's a little more natural that way.
Yep, even going off the melody. So instead of just doing this thing again, I might do a different note here. As long as it's in key is what matters. And you can see how you get a totally cool vibe from doing something like this.
Yeah, and it also blends the notes together really nicely, so it creates this like randomness and not so like, oh, we're on the grid, you know, this is the melody. It's like, oh, you're trying to hear the melody.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It's kind of more background, I guess, sort of background vibe. It's atmosphere, but it's melody too. And it can kind of really help with doing like counter melodies sometimes with your main stuff. If it's just an ARP, or if you got like, maybe you got your main melody and like a chord progression. If you put some of this stuff in between sometimes, it kind of really helps keep keep the song interesting. So I like using little techniques like this to keep the listener sort of like on their toes a little bit. Like, oh,
Totally.
like what was that sound? That was cool. It just created a vibe. You know what I mean? We're gonna kind of show you how to do it from scratch. Let's go ahead and let's turn this group off, and let's go ahead and start with just a basic serum patch, okay? I think we're in F. All right, so let's just go ahead and get a note. There's a couple different ways of doing this technique. Okay, so let's start with just a basic shape. You can start with a saw. Maybe we just do like a very unison. I like the really screamy sort of ambient filters.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe I do like a really compressed sort of distorted saw. Sounds like a res guitar, like a Mid Temps guitar.
Yeah.
Another cool thing to use is a sausage fattener. If you don't already know what that is, fatten your sausage. It will help you out. Do we have sausage fattener
No,
on
we
here?
don't.
Oh, we don't even have it on here. Never.
Use Saturator.
All right, we'll try Saturator. So I'm trying to get like insane distortion. Oh yeah, this works. I'm trying to get like crazy harmonics, really blown out. Okay, yeah, this is cool. It's Saturator. I never
Yeah,
fucked
it's
with
nice. It's nice.
Okay, so now let's go ahead and add our reverb. We're gonna go ahead and just use Ableton's reverb for now. You guys can use whatever you want. You can use Valhalla, dry wet all the way up, and decay all the way up. I mean, that's...
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man.
So what you can do is I'm gonna go ahead and freeze this real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and flatten it, and then we're gonna show you how to manipulate it more from there, if you like. So this is one way. So I'm gonna make a new audio track, and if you could just hold Option and drag down, bam, with a frozen track. There's a little trick if you didn't know how to do that, little nugget nudge. Smoke that shit up. Cue the music. We can't hear the music in our headphones, but we know it's there. So what you can do is you can just kind of take this and shorten it. Right, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to join this as one, okay? And then I'm gonna take this same sound, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and drag it over and then put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it, as Missy Elliott would say. And I'm just gonna go ahead and drag this over here. Now this is important. The transition is where a lot of people get fucked up sometimes. So I like to drag it kind of like almost to where it should be, and then use a crossfade to kind of help it. You want it to be a nice, smooth transition at a high point peak, like so. So you can actually pull that up a little bit. Let's hear how this sounds. It's gonna take forever. All right, we're gonna join this. We'll listen to it later. I'm sure it's fine. So look, I got my highest point right here. That's essentially where I'm gonna want my transition. So another fun thing is you can warp it to transpose it into something else. But I want it to be quicker, so I'll go ahead and put it into like Complex or Complex Pro. You can try different grain stuff if you want to get some weird textures and keep processing it further. And just kind of pull this thing right over on here. Or you can also use this little feature right here, the little quick feature. And I love this being a different note. And now it's a little hard right there, so we're gonna go ahead and transition these a little bit better. Now that we have our little ambient filler, we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit more processing to it. You could have left it as it is and just shortened it and you would have been fine, but it's gonna sound better because we stretched it with reverb to now put reverb on it.
I think it's really important too, when you're cutting and reversing it, back when you were doing that, you have to cut the transient off.
Yes.
Just take that transient off, because if it's there, you're gonna hear the transient coming back in.
And then again, like adding a second track underneath it and reversing it into itself always really, really helps. Either be a different note or the same note. We'll get some cool results too. Another way of processing things even further is using things like Overdrive or Amp. Amp is really good if you want to get it more screamy. That's kind of how I like it. The only thing is that if you keep doing the reverb process over and over again, eventually you lose the tonal part of it. So maybe what I'll do is I'll even freeze this one more time and take off the reverb, right? Now that it's got this kind of crunchy distortion in it, right? Drag it down, now it's sausaged for sure. Let's do the reverb on this one and then kind of freeze and flatten it this way. And then you can save these and use these for later tracks. It's a really, really cool way to get some cool ideas. And that sounds a little bit more like screamy. That's one way using just Serum, just a basic saw wave and some distortion, okay? Another way that always gets good results is using something like a vocal. Omnisphere has tons of great shit that you can kind of mess around with. If you don't have Omnisphere, you can't afford it, just use acapella samples, but look for something that's like very, very sort of almost like screamy. Gonna put a ton of reverb on this as well. It's the same thing that we're kind of doing as before. Kind of cool is that you get a little bit different of a characteristic from a human voice, right? And get like creative with this. Use different types of sounds. You can keep processing this stuff over and over again. Definitely recommend, you know, sometimes you'll get cool stuff and sometimes it won't be that great, but if you mess around with the transpose, you can get some cool stuff. That's kind of cool. Like a higher pitch sort of thing. Get creative with it. I don't know. Maybe it's you fucking taking a dump in the bathroom. Like maybe it'll sound cool with reverb on it.
Nobody will know.
No one will know, dude. Go get Mid Temps Volume 2 to hear us poop. Another cool thing that I like to do, this is kind of one of the first tricks that I learned how to do to kind of create my own atmosphere. Now I'm gonna go into Mid Temps Volume 2 and I'm just gonna pull out some random sounds. Now the thing about reverb is we always say use reverb sparingly. It works in this type of part because it's more the intro, there's more breathing room.
Yeah.
You don't wanna overcloud it with all these reverb sounds, so don't overdo it, but used correctly can really, really bring your track up to the next level.
And it's also, you have more control over it since it's audio, so you can really control, you don't have to automate things on and off. You have really, really good control over it.
Absolutely. Take some perks, right? And I'll just kind of grab some, and I'll put them in random places. I'm not really thinking about where I'm putting them. Okay, you can do this with like Foley, right? That kind of works too. Let's take a little bit of shaker loop. I like to call this like the sewer effect, okay? I call this like my little sewer atmosphere. It makes me feel like I'm like a Ninja Turtle. It sounds like you're in a sewer with the Ninja Turtles, right?
Yeah.
So same thing with the reverb, dry, wet, decay all the way up. So what happens is you start being able to hear some stuff that sounds pretty cool, right? Maybe we'll take out the lows. Maybe some highs. So I start taking out the ones I don't like. Maybe you filter it too. Again, these are just cool ways. These are background atmospheres for you guys to be able to get different ideas going and to keep the listener interested, right?
Yeah.
They might not even notice this stuff, but it's there and our ears will recognize it before our brain does. I don't even know if that makes any sense. Obviously I'm a fucking scientist and so is Parker.
Yeah, we're supplementing the sounds, dude.
Yeah.
Injecting the sounds full of candy.
There's a lot of psychology. Yes, it's ear candy. There's a lot of psychology that goes into making music and keeping your listener entertained and on their toes a little bit, like I had mentioned before. You know, we talk about foreshadowing a lot of times, creating a vibe or setting a scene. This type of techniques can really help you do that. Okay, and the last secret, maybe some of you already know about it. Maybe it's not the biggest secret anymore, but to us, usually when I bring it up to people, they don't know what the hell it is, okay? So we're gonna be using a special program that's totally free, okay? And the program is called Pause Stretch. Now, this looks like some fucking Bill Gates fucking hacker shit.
Dude, Windows 95.
What is this, right? You go, this is trash, Danny. I know. Doesn't matter. All that matters is that you can make insanely cool shit from it. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to use it and what I figured out. It's super fucking confusing, dude. It's like the fucking Matrix. It's like some dude in a fucking college dorm room made this shit for his fucking final. You know what I mean? It's like, it looks like shit.
And then Bill Gates bought it and redid it to how he likes to see it.
Yep.
You know?
And this is how Windows was made. And Epstein Island. Oops.
Oh.
Don't put that in. Okay, open audio. Here's what you can do. Now, this shit is confusing. What the fuck is this, right? For Mac users, if you go to users, and what I like to do is I like to just put the file that I want to use on my desktop to make it easier. XLNT Studios. I'm going to go to my desktop, and I have it right here. We're going to use our own song for the demo of Mid Temps Volume 2, Annihilation. We're going to go ahead and bring that in. It's got to be a WAV or MP3. It cannot be an M4 or whatever the fuck these new ones are. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and hit play. What?
It's like you're meditating. You're on the ocean.
It's essentially stretching the audio. And it's different than like warpings, right? So if we use warping and we just completely stretch the audio, we can get something kind of similar to this, but not of this quality. A lot of things that happen though is that you get a lot of noise in this, but it actually kind of sounds cool. It's almost like its own reverb, it's itself or something.
Yeah.
There's different modes to mess with. I usually just stick with stretch. I don't know who Han is, but Han is way better than Rectangular, Mr. Hamming, Mr. Blackman, and Blackman Harris. Actually, I have no idea. I only play with Han. Maybe these are cool. But these are different types of processing. Don't worry about that.
Plays with his hand.
I play with my hand a lot. Switch hitter. Percent. So this is essentially where the song is. So it essentially stretches your song out to like 1,000 minutes or some shit, right? It doesn't sound good in like drops. It sounds good in melodic parts. But if I play this and I just kind of drag it to random points, it should sound pretty cool.
Yeah.
I want that part, right? And there's a bunch of different algorithm shit. I don't really mess with too much of it. You can compress it. What I want to do is I just want to render the section. Now, I could render from the very beginning and select all and just 0 to 100, which I think we're going to do in this case. Hopefully it doesn't take too long.
Yeah.
But if you find a point that you like and you don't want to go through it, I find it's just easier just to render the entire thing and then pull it into Ableton and find the points and pieces.
It's faster that way too.
So we're going to just go ahead and render this right now and fucking desktop. Yeah, that's where we're going. And we're going to call this Stretch My Ball. Rendering. We're going to go ahead and include a couple of these ambient fillers in here, whatever atmosphere we make from this. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this whole move. I'm going to pull it in, stretch my balls right here.
Look at that nice stretch balls.
Diego can't edit that out.
Nope.
I know that there's going to be a lot of low end in this because I didn't EQ it out. Oh, not too bad.
Yeah.
A little messy, but... Now I'm just going to kind of scan through. This is the break we mute out right before everything comes in. So this is the very intro, and then this little break happens right here. So I know where I am in the song. And I know this part's really musical, so I feel like this might sound good. I bet you if I put it in the tempo...
Is it exact?
Yeah, bro. See what's on the line?
Nice, dude.
So I like this. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. I already know I like it.
It's actually pretty melodic.
All like the crazy growl sounds are like right here. Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah.
And this would be the drop right here. It's going to sound like ass. A lot of times when there's like drums and stuff, it doesn't do a great job. All right, so now you got this, right? You can essentially piece these together to now you have your own atmosphere for your song. If you're working on a song, you can do this too. I recommend just being really careful with the volume. Atmospheres are supposed to be backgroundy. You can definitely use them as your own part if you wanted to. I'm gonna go ahead and put some reverb on this, and now we can take our atmosphere and make some more crazy shit. The atmosphere sounds the best when they're just kind of like doing their own thing, I find. Oh yeah, turn it up. This is cool. 11.
Yeah, it's killer.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I know we enjoyed making these type of videos for you, a little bit different. Of course, for our Patreons, we will have a project file up for you guys as well. Again, don't miss your chance to be able to get an exclusive copy for Mid Temps Volume 2, the early access. You can go do that right now by clicking our link in the description, sending us your email, and we will email you immediately a private link. You guys can go and take advantage of all the bonuses, which include 225 Serum presets, Signature Series samples from Rez, Death Pack,
Abstract
from
Zabo.
Zabo, from Dr. Fresh. Definitely take advantage of that. We remade all those songs and we have all those sounds in there as well. So make sure you guys go and do that before we run out of pre-sale copies. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you can, like the video, comment down below for a chance to win a pack for Mid-Tempo Volume 2.
Oh, I can't wait.
Most liked comment will win Mid Temps Volume 2. We will go ahead and send it to you, the early access version, of course. Yeah, am I forgetting anything else, brother?
That's it, man. Follow us on Instagram. We're doing giveaways on there too.
Yeah, and TikTok, dude. We're out here dancing, showing our boobies.
We're getting TikTok famous, dude.
Yeah, pretty viral on TikTok, guys.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah, go check out our story time with Death Pack too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
We'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Let us know what you thought down below, and we're out. Let's go ahead and play this out, dude.
Let's do it.